What is up, everybody? My name is Arif, and this is your Daily Chat Season 5, Episode 2 for December the 30th, 2019. Guys, we are on one of the last episodes of the year. Tomorrow will be the last episode of the year, the last episode of the decade. It's crazy, man. What a wild ride we've had in 10 years. So much has happened. Am I going to do a recap show? Absolutely not. That sounds like a lot of work, and I don't want to do it. So we're just gonna reminisce in our own heads and call it a day. That's how we do, Billy. But yeah, no, it's crazy, guys. So with this being almost a regular work day, there's actually news to talk about. So I'm excited for that, and it is really cool that, well, we got a really big acquisition. So this is gonna once again be a shorter show. There's not much to discuss in terms of what its impact on you is, but in terms of just, it's good to know what's happening in the tech world, in the business world. So let's get right to it and head on over into the first article. And the first one is VMware. You guys, if you are an IT person, you've probably heard of VMware. If you're a non-IT person, you've probably still heard of VMware, but just have no idea what it does. VMware is virtual machine ware. It creates a virtual computer on top of a computer. That's the best and most layman's way to say it. Well, VMware is one of the biggest companies. That's why VMware is like Kleenex, if that makes any sense. We all know what Kleenex is, but Kleenex is the brand. Tissue is the product. VMware is the brand, but virtual machines is the product. Okay. So, anyways, VMware, the biggest company, has bought another company called Pivotal, who provides cloud platform provider, and they bought them for $2.7 billion. What's this impact on anyone? Probably nothing. This is actually one of those few times that the acquisition's probably just going to go through. Well, it has gone through. They completed it today, but the acquisition's gone through. $2.7 billion in the bank account. All common stock is gone for Pivotal, and now we'll trade under VMware. There you go. There's a whole bunch of boilerplate stuff here on the back. You can read that. The articles are, as always, are on the links down below if I remember to put them in. And yeah, there you go. So that's cool to know. There was one really neat thing here. Normally, when you get with these big type of acquisitions, these multi-billion-dollar ones, the companies who are working with these original providers, so the people who worked with Pivotal, they would normally have a lot to say about it because it would impact their business. And one of the companies here, Raytheon, I didn't have time to dig too deep, but if I'm correct, I believe it's Raytheon Labs, the military defense contractor up here in Canada. They were all for it, which was a very unique thing for me to see. I don't often see other companies be excited for a merger acquisition. But yeah, they seemed fine with it. No real objections. And yeah, under the terms of the condition, Pivotal Class A common stock are entitled to receive $15 per share for each share without the interest applicable taxes. Pivotal Class B common stock are, let's see here, Pivotal Class B common stock. Dell Technologies received approximately 7.2 million shares of VMware for Class B common stock at an exchange of 5 cents, basically 5.5 cents of shares. So it's not great. It's not bad. If you know how stocks work, you understand this. If not, I'm definitely not the guy to be teaching you about how stock option and prices work. I just know that $15 a share, not too bad. You probably made up pretty good. I don't know what Pivotal stock was prior to this, but normally in these acquisitions, you come out ahead. That's just how they normally go. Now, from good news to not so good news for Facebook, leading in with another problem. Now, we're used to seeing Google get hit with these, but Facebook has been getting slammed on the same side of the coin. So Brazil fines Facebook $1.6 million for improper sharing of user data. Yeah. So it's 6.6 million Rises, which is whatever Brazil's funny money is, but it's 1.6 million real dollars. Okay, the real company money is 1.6 million. And of course, it's because, yeah, once again, Facebook is doing shady stuff all over again with user data. I don't know. Okay, so I'm torn. I'm torn in this space because here's the thing: $1.6 million is nothing to Facebook. To regular normie poor people like myself and you, it's a lot of money, man. This would financially ruin any of us. $1.6 million, Facebook loses 5 times that amount in the couches, okay, at the headquarters. That is not anything. And I guarantee you the data they probably got and improperly shared is worth a lot more than $1.6 million. I'm almost willing to bet on that. Because, yeah, this is like one of those just shrug off kind of fines. I remember there was a time back in like 2010, might have been 2009, Google got slammed with like a $3 million or $1 million, like, funny money fine. And it was so non-threatening of a punishment that nothing changed on Google's side. They did not even care. They just paid the fine, called it a day. Now you're seeing Google get slammed with like multi-billion-dollar fines, which that might cause impactful change in the company. But yeah, these $1.6 million, who cares? It doesn't mean anything to a company that posts. What was Facebook's annual revenue last year? Facebook revenue 2018. Facebook posted $40.6 billion. Oh, sorry, $55.8 billion. That's up from 40.6. So $1.6 million. That's not even like a 1% hit. That's like you're getting down to like decimals in like the far side. You're getting like a couple zeros back, kind of low on the impact scale. 1.6, I don't even know what they cared. Like the Ministry Department of Consumer Protection found that 430,000 Facebook users are made improperly available to developers. Who cares, man? If this is your Cambridge Analytica equivalent, yeah, I'm sorry, but you're batting in the wrong league, champ. Yeah, you got to come back with, you got to tack a couple more zeros on for Facebook to take notice. 433,000 people, they'll make that money back. They'll make that money back without any issue whatsoever. We're going to come back to Intel's story here at the very end, but Edge has a release date, or the new Edge Chromium Edition. Just to give you a quick recap on what's going on here. When Windows 10 came out, Microsoft touted they'd built a new browser called Microsoft Edge to replace Internet Explorer. It was supposed to run on a new engine. The thing that made, and they touted it was going to be faster than Chrome. Okay, Chrome was always the benchmark for what you want to beat. Google found how they were making it faster than Chrome. They're very, very promptly fixed that little loophole, made Edge much slower than Chrome, and subsequently Edge died off. Edge was no more better than where Internet Explorer was, except with more modern features accompanying it. Okay. Now they came back, said, you know what, screw it. If you can't beat them, join them. Microsoft is now using the free Chromium engine to run Edge. Chromium is the free version. Chrome, you'd have to like license out and pay a fine, pay a fee. It's a whole thing. So they're using Chromium. Simple as that. It's a few rounds back. Not a big deal. Anyways, they've been pounding away at this for the last year or so. And now we finally have a release candidate, and it is slated for January 15th. We will see new Edge come out, and I'm gonna call my shot now. It'll very promptly die right on the floor there because no one cares about Edge, Chrome, or anything Microsoft makes. If it's not Google, people just don't want it. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. I don't know what you're hoping for. If you're hoping for like the geriatric market to support your Edge Chromium lifestyle, but that's just not gonna happen here, Billy. Okay? You understand, you might have Chrome under the hood, but you ain't Chrome on the surface too. I could have a car as fast as a Ferrari, but if it ain't a Ferrari, ain't no girl getting inside it. So there you have it. But For those of you, for the like 8 people who use Microsoft exclusively because you want to, not because you have to, but because you want to, right there, January 15th, that is your day of reckoning. Quick highlight note, IoT company Wise leaks emails devices to 2.4 million people. This is just an inherent problem with IoT, guys. Especially these like really cheap companies, these ones out of China. They're not secure. They don't do R&D testing. It's not worth having any of this crap in your house. But if you are using a Wise doorbell, congratulations. You're now part of the hacked Illuminati. There you go. Hackers got in. I don't believe any big data was stolen here. It was just some body measurements were taken. It was a really weird problem, but my biggest thing, I don't really care what happened here because you see stories like this are a dime a dozen. Just IoT company Wise leaks emails, devices, and data, or device data. Look, if you have it, if it was me, throw it out. Okay? If it's me, throw it out. I don't have, you're talking to a guy who loves technology. Literally, beyond the scope of this frame of the camera, I am surrounded by technology. I have 0 IoT devices in my house. 0. I have a phone, that's fine. Phone is not IoT, phone is a phone. But there's no like doorbells, Alexas, anything like that. Don't keep that stuff in your house, man. It is, the convenience it's giving you is not worth the headaches it's causing. If that makes any sense to all of you, okay? Here we go. In AMD. So AMD, the golden child of 2018 and 2019 for sure. Can't remember 2017. 2018, 2019 for sure. The golden child. The company that phoenixed their way into amazement of the populace eye, okay? They've turned their CPU market right around. But now we have to come through and see the GPU side. The ugly fat sister who just can't quite make it up with the other sisters, okay? And that would be the GPU market. So AMD's high-end Radeon RX Navi 21 GPU rumors are twice as fast as 10. Look, AMD GPUs, I don't know why they're bad. I genuinely don't understand why they're so bad. But even a twice as fast improvement is not that good, guys. It's just not. And here's the thing. Whatever they're comparing it to, whether it be the 2080, the 2080 Ti, even, heaven forbid, they try and compare themselves to the Titan RX, okay? The thing they have to keep realizing is those cards are a year and a half old already. We are on the precipice now in 2020 of the NVIDIA RTX 3000 series cards. Whatever AMD's trying to tout about these high-end cards, they're going to suck for whatever price point they come out at. They're gonna not be great. And the other downside to AMD is their driver support is also absolutely terrible. The worst. So when I read through this article and they're talking about their new stuff, it just doesn't matter, man. They're using a mix of HBM2 and GDDR6. That's great. It's not gonna help. NVIDIA is gonna beat you like a red-headed stepchild. Like, this whole thing is all smoke and mirrors, man. I don't know what is up with AMD. I wish to God they would pull it together, but we'll have to wait and see. But at first glance, they're trying to hype this up, and it's just not gonna go that way, just at all. And in the final story for today, guys, Intel is so classically Intel. They just don't seem to want to move on or try and catch up. So their new CPU's coming out. Comet Lake, I believe, is the name here. Okay. Their new 10-core CPU is touting 5.3 gigahertz. But the thing is, though, they're still touting it at 5.3 gigahertz at one core, not all cores. And I know our major software stuff is still very much like one core centric, like games and all that. They're very one core centric, but Intel just needs to get with the program. AMD has already proven that their CPUs on all, whether it be 32 cores or 64 cores, they can clock up all together at the same speed. And Intel's just back here. We got one core. One core can do it. And we the CPUs that can do, like, you know, all the cores, those come at a premium. And Intel's mindset behind everything is just, it's so archaic. And they still, I don't know, the way I'm seeing them do their branding and their metrics for all their CPUs coming out, they're very much still trying to play the very proud person who can't accept that somebody's come in and just surpassed them in every possible way. Better price, better quality, better everything, better core count. They just can't accept that. And there you go. That's it, man. That's it. 5.3. That's what they got coming out for Comet Lake. Yeah, they got all this other cool stuff here, but you can get all of this stuff, 40 PCIe lanes at 3.0, so not even PCI 4.0. You can get all of the stuff in the new AMD Ryzens at a cheaper price, at better performance. And unless you're just solely a gamer, and I mean, that's all you do is game, no, you should be AMD all the way at this stage in the game, Billy. You should just be totally AMD. Intel, man, I don't know what y'all are doing, but for the love of God, please pull it together so we can actually have some good competition, because right now it's just getting a little bit embarrassing to watch you get beat down this hard. So guys, there you have it. That's your daily chat news for December 30th, 2019. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Help us get to 1,000 followers for 2020. Not before 2020. We've already accepted that. Just by the end of 2020. Help us get to 1,000 subs, and I will see everybody tomorrow for the New Year's Eve edition of Daily Chat. Guys, have fun tomorrow. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.